And then I'm going to talk about this for a little bit. What time are we at? Because I could just talk till, 2 or 3, like 8.
10
to 11.
Okay. I have a 13-week plan here. Whatever. All right. And this is a cool plan. And I was just going to go through it real quick. So it talks about your purpose, but it also talks about developing multiple sources of income. Would you circle that at the top there, page 1? Multiple sources of income. But it says this. It says here, from multiple sources of prospects. So if you want multiple sources of income, you got to have multiple sources of prospects. Well, what does that mean? Well, you got to hunt for all different types of people. People that are selling, people that are listing, people that are thinking about coming up, people that know people that are coming up, and you have to hunt. And eventually what will happen is you'll have 3 or 4 good sources of prospects, which will mean sources of income. It's like a new person. Can you always just be at the up desk and think that you're going to get a sale today? The up desk is fun sometimes, but what's the problem with the up desk? What's the problem with it? Like when you're up and you're working the office, what's the problem with that?
Phone doesn't ring.
Say it.
It's just
Based on chance.
It is, yeah, and there's more life than chance, right? And then you're just hoping for like Mr. and Mrs. Larry Laydown to come in. Y'all ever seen them? They got a mattress strapped on their back. They're like, hey, we're buying today, right? And everything you say to them, they're like, oh man, that sounds great. This sounds wonderful. You pick 3 homes. They love all 3. And finally it's like, well, let's flip a coin. Which one are you going to take? They run their credit and a water poster comes out. Wow! Bummer! Freaking credit stroke. But hey, thanks for lunch! Go to Trolley, man. Maybe he can save your ass. I don't know. You should hear what I say about him, about Trolley. I don't even talk about it. Let me just finish up with a few things. Y'all can read that when you get back to your office, but I will tell you this. That's a pretty good plan. And it's a 13-week plan. And so, if you just follow, you don't have to follow all of it, just follow some of it. But it talks about prospecting and practicing, prospecting on steroids, asking for referrals. How important are referrals today? Listen, maybe you want to become the referral king or the referral goddess. But you got to broadcast, you got to market and let people know that you make your living on referrals. You have to keep planting the seed in the consumer's mind or in the buyer's mind that I make my money by referrals. And I just know that someday, if you know of somebody that says, well, honey, we'd like to maybe get a place in the mountain. Would you do me a favor? Yeah. Would you text me right away? And you need to tell them, text me right away. And let's just say you're on the phone with the prospect that you sold, right? And when you ask for a referral, I need a realtor here to ask me for a referral. Who wants to be that person? Just call me up and say, yeah, how's the house? And I'm going to say it's okay. And then I want you to kind of ask me for a referral. Is that cool? You want to do it? Don't be afraid. I got a free book for you. It's like $15. I'll just give it to the damn book. All right, all we got to do is just take it in. Don't worry. You all right? You sold me. What's your name?
Sophie.
Sophie? That's what I was going to call my mother. So you sold me a house like 3 months ago, okay? Just call and say, hi, how are you?
Hi,
and you're going
how
to dig
are
it.
you?
Hey, fine, who's this?
Sophie.
Hey, what's going on, girl? That's just how I am 24/7, right? My wife thinks I'm a weirdo, but I'm just a jacked up dude. Yeah, hey, what's going on, Sophie?
Hey, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. Doing good.
I like the house. You sold it to me 3 months ago.
Yeah. No, you sold me that. Give me the book. Give me the book. Give me the book back. You already screwed up.
Yeah, okay.
No.
That's fine.
You sold me that.
Okay, I sold your house 3 months ago. How are you liking it?
Oh man, I'll tell you what, really a good deal. The first snowstorm was awesome. I've learned how to put chains on. You ever notice Chinese and Mexicans don't know how to put chains on? Just kidding, just kidding. Don't get all pissed off. Chinese people put the chain on in the middle of the road. All right, go ahead.
That's a whole other program. So,
Yeah, so
You're asking him for a
I'll tell you
referral.
what, it was great, man. Christmas was awesome.
Okay, enough of that. Do you know anyone that... She's very direct. That's really
Well, I
nice.
love
Do
it.
you know anyone?
Above the direct. And one of the things you do to just smoothen it up, I say, you know, of all your friends and family, maybe people who have come up, who has shown the most interest or talked about, you know, looking at a place up in Lincoln. You say it like this, of all. Go ahead and say that, of all. Of all your friends and family, people
Okay,
that
did
came
you
up.
have lots of friends and family up?
Yeah, I did.
Did anyone like Lake Arrowhead?
Yeah, but you know what? It's funny that you say that. We were having dinner over at Antlers, and one of my co-workers, yeah, they talked a little bit about it. They said, "Oh, we'd love to have a place up here."
So what's their name in there?
Oh, yeah, his name's Kevin.
Kevin?
Yeah, Kevin Jones.
And his phone number? Do you want me to call him?
Yeah, I can get you his number. Now,
Okay, great. Thanks.
that's prospecting. But now we got to hook into networking. So now you have the person that you got the referral from, you say this to them. Well, do you have their number in your cell phone? Go ahead and say that to me.
Okay, do you have their number in your cell phone?
I do.
Can I have it?
Share it with me. And then could you do me a favor? And could you text them
Could you
and
text
tell them
and tell
that I'm going to contact them? This is called networking. Now, do salespeople like follow-up, yes or no?
No.
Don't like it. Why don't they like it? Why don't they like it? Because you know it's 50% of your job. Why don't you like it?
In case you get rejected.
Oh, kiddo. Come on, girls. Come on, guys. Rejection, that's just part of the game. That's like getting hit.
love it.
I mean, come on. Listen, rejection is the beginning of the sale. That's when you dig in. If you got skills, you can't take rejection personally and then, you know, mope around the office like some little sad puppy. Are you freaking kidding? You gotta let that crap go. You gotta move on. You have to say next. You can't pay interest to something that's not gonna bear a good return. And that's not bearing a good return when you're negative, pissed off, mad, frustrated, and angry, or you're letting fear, you know, overcome your faith. You know, faith walks out when fear walks in. And so when worry walks in, that's a warning sign. Warning sign, something's wrong. You got your thoughts in the wrong place. You can't take it personal. You gotta let it go, move on, get a divorce, separation. See you later, I'm getting ready for the next call. You can't shut down and say, well, my day's crap. Hell, it's only 10 o'clock and you're already pissed off. And then you'll find shit to do that isn't productive. Well, let's talk about Lake Arrowhead for a minute here. Where the hell are you going to go? Let's see, we can go to the village and do what? Go around in circles. Okay, that's great. Then we can go to Villager for a little while. Stop at Starbucks for what? The third time, and the day's over. I don't think so. I don't think so. Don't take it personal. Move on. Let it go. Just say next. That's another keyword for 2015. Next. Where you're cold. I'm not cold. I'm real. I'm not going to allow this person to steal my day. And when you get this referral, I'm telling you, you need her to network for you. Your sold customer. Could you text them for me? Because we need to take that first call and we need to get to them right away. And if we can get them right away, we have a little success and we think, hey, this works, let's work. Let me tell you something. When the prospect texts the friend, the trust starts going up right away. And when you get the prospect on the phone, and when you call them, you introduce yourself. Hi, this is Carol from Coldwell. Is this Steve? Yeah, it is Steve. Hey, I just got your name and number from, and did they text you yet? Yeah, they did. Well, great. Well, let's talk about you and find out, bless you, how I can help you and possibly, purchasing or consider, watch how I say this, purchasing or considering a new home in Lake Arrowhead. Don't just say purchasing. You gotta say purchasing or considering a new home in Lake Arrowhead. Then you go through the process. Next thing you know, you find a few homes, you qualify them, right? You send them a few pictures of the lake and everybody having fun, right? Sizzle sells. Don't just send a picture of the house. People are buying what in Arrowhead?
Lifestyle.
They're buying a lifestyle. That's what you're selling. If you're just gonna sell homes, you're with all the rest of the group out there. You're selling a lifestyle. So you send the pictures, the ideas, and the concepts, and the pine trees, and the blue sky. Or did you see the sunrise today? Oh my heavens. Thank God for smog. It was beautiful. It was just awesome. That's what you're selling. The feeling. And then people get excited with pictures, don't they? And the next thing you know, you set an appointment. So how do you set an appointment? Let me ask you, this lady right here. Are you serious? You're ready. Okay, let's go. Oh, you're ready. All right. I'm the prospect now, and you want to get me up here. How's that? Just listen. If you can't deliver on the spot, then when can you deliver? I mean, I'm a Green Beret. You can be a Green Beret too. When you get called on, you're ready. There's no warm up. You're ready. You're a professional. You don't let fear come in. And oh yeah, do people like being called on? Of course not. But how do you grow? Because you can't grow in your comfort zone. And comfort hates change. And comfort hates accountability. Comfort hates truth. You want to make more money? You're going to have to divorce your comfort zone. And it's tough. It's really tough. It's really tough. So let's just set an appointment, okay, to come up. You ready? Yeah, I was thinking I could come up in a couple of weeks. Take it from there.
Okay, great. Let's make it effective.
Okay.
What's a good time for you? Sorry.
Good job. Too vague. Too vague.
I can do.
Too vague.
I'm available this Saturday.
Listen.
I'm available.
We'll call you back. Okay. We can't be vague. We have to be punctual. And you're punctual when you ask a question and you supply an answer. So I've got this weekend or next week open. Which one works better for you, Carol? And she said, well, I could get there next weekend. Are you thinking Saturday or Sunday? She said, well, I'll get up there, Sunday. And should I put you down for the morning or the afternoon? She said, well, I could be there the afternoon. Well, I've got a 1:15 or a 1:45. Which one works for you? 1:15 or 1:45?
1:15.
Okay, great. Do you have a pen and a piece of paper?
Yes.
Then write this down. Have them write it down. Would you write down 1:15? Go ahead, write it down. This is how why didn't I know this when I was single, man? If I knew it was this easy to control people, I would have just used these questions back to them. You just tell them, listen. How many times have you made an appointment and they haven't showed up?
We were just talking about that.
You know what? Because your commitment is pathetic and it's weak. So are you. Your commitment wasn't there. You didn't commit them strong. You didn't make them write them down. You didn't put a specific time. And you didn't make it sound like your time was important. And so I don't like working with broken commitments or broken promises. If I'm going to put my Sunday aside, damn it,
yes.
I'll be in the damn car with you and drive your butt up here. Because I'm tired of waiting around on Sunday when I can be at home with who?
My kids.
My kids and my family. I'm not interested in waiting around for a maybe, a might, a hope, or a wish, or you know what? I hope to see you. Not interested. So I'm going to commit. Okay, so Carol, I got your commitment for Sunday, am I right?
Yes, you do.
Cool. I'll call you that morning to confirm. Don't play wait and see and hope and wish. Not interested. And guess what? She'll be thinking for the whole week, I've got to go see him at what time? 1:15. She'll keep that paper. There'll be a little distraction in her life. And she'll say, well, no, honey, I told George I was going to see him at 1:15. We better get going. And you and I know, if you can get belly to belly with them, you got a great chance of what?
Selling.
Selling. What's it like trying to sell them without getting them in the house?
Pretty useless.
You might need a little luck. Luck is labor using correct knowledge. And I'm not so sure I want to bank my life on luck. I want to make sure that I'm still developing. Okay, let's get ready to wrap this up. Let me ask you, what is your name? I see you all the time at Jensen's. What's your name?
Oh, Debbie,
Hi, Debbie. What'd you pick up today?
I picked up that I need to get my act together.
Steve's like, really believe in you, and I, as long as your commitment's
Yeah.
there, you look at.
Plus, we don't know how old your wife is, the 2-year-old. We're all tired back here, so we're going, wait a minute, 2 years old.
She's 38.9. I'm better when she was 29. I'm 57. Right? And we just talked the other day of having another baby, and then I just decided.
Got another dog.
I just decided. I'm not sure if I could be dropping this 16-year-old off when I'm 80. It just doesn't look good, right? Especially when somebody says, "Oh, is that your granddaughter?" What's your name? I've seen you around town.
Joanne.
What did you pick up today?
For me, probably the primary thing is working more on the written plan. Because a lot of the daily I try to do. I like that, huh?
Yeah. Listen, I've scarred you for life.
No.
Today. I've scarred you. I swear to God, for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life. Every time you say the word T-R-Y, you'll think of me. I planted that seed so deep into your subconscious mind now. You'll hear people in your family say it. The old man will say it, and you'll do this. That's not a word we use around here anymore. What happened to you today? Well, I saw this guy talk today, and he said that we just can't use that. You can't try to keep your marriage together. You can't try to make money. You can't try to be number one. You can't try to get things done. Either succeed or you fail. And it's a struggle. It's a struggle. So what if you write your plan out, for 3 days and you fall down? Okay, so what? Get back on it.
I said try on purpose for you. But
Oh, yeah.
I did.
Okay.
No, those are things that, like I said for years, there is no hope. There is no try. But that comes from a program I went to a lot of years ago.
Well, the word hope means helping other people excel. There is a little bit of hope, but I don't want to bank on it. I'm banking on truth.
Do it.
That's it. I jumped on the scale today. And there's a lot of us that will walk by that scale. Have you ever walked by it and not got on it? It's like you're so afraid to say what? Or no, you're what? Go ahead and say it. Fail. You're weight. You're afraid. Like, oh, that's gonna make me feel horrible. Get on the damn thing. Because you know what I love about getting on this scale? I love the truth.
Well, that's being focused.
Yeah, I love the truth because it sets you free. And truth brings freedom and acceptance. And now you can say, I'm held. I'm okay knowing who I am. I'm okay. I don't want to play hide and seek with my life. Do you? Where's that gotten in your life? Well, it's going to hurt my feelings. That's okay. Don't worry, you're not. You'll get over it. What did you pick up?
I think for me, it's the entire program is just a reminder because it's all stuff you hear over the years, but it's always good to be reminded of it.
Well, if you don't delete, you don't refresh. And there's a lot of things you have to delete because you get in a pattern, And then you come to these and you're like, three types of people come to these meetings, let me tell you. The people that aren't here are the people that think they know everything. I call them the prisoners. Oh. Really? I already heard Ben Dunn sing. Oh, okay. Then other people just come because, it's free. And then other people come and they're sponges. And they're soaking up information. And they're going to take it back and they're going to do something with it. Most people, what they'll do is, well, that was okay. They'll take their plan, they'll put it on the shelf. We call that shelf help. Most of us need a little bit of self-help. What'd you pick up?
I picked up the enthusiasm, drive, skill, just putting it, I guess, starting a fire within you and putting it there on paper in front of you so you can be reminded of it every day and baby step your way into success.
It's very intelligent. You have to, every day, sell yourself. You have to read, you have to listen, you have to hear, you have to think and say, I'm good, I'm gifted, I'm talented. I've been forgiven. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Good things are going to happen to me. and my best years are ahead of me. That is what I say every single day. I'm selling myself. I've been bankrupt twice, broke, lost my home, lost my wife, lost my kids. My brother-in-law was shot and killed. You know, have you been on this mountain for some 20 plus years? My boy was with the boy that was hung here, the Vlandis family. Misery seems to be my partner. And so what I've learned what to do and how to do is manage my problems and not let my problems manage me or my crises. Because we all go through crises, yes or no? Whether it's personal or a financial or a job or a relationship, we're all going to go through a crisis. You can't play hide and seek from it. It's going to be there. But I do know that if you have positive thinking and you're affirming every single day, it's a lot easier to get through it by saying, I'm good, I'm gifted, and I'm talented. Say it. I'm good, I'm gifted, and I'm talented. It's so simple. What you say is what you think. What you think is how you feel is how you act. How you act is what you get, and what you get is because of what you say to yourself. So make up a mantra. Make up your own mantra. What's your name?
Cameron.
What did you pick up today?
Mostly for me, it's commitment to the client. I mean, I build a great rapport with my clients, so it's committing and the negotiating is closing the deal.
What'd you pick up?
See it, think it, be it.
I didn't make that up. I got that from Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich. Good. Good. Have you ever read? Who's ever read Think and Grow Rich? Read it again. I read it twice here. If you don't have it, go get it. Think and grow it. Not think and be dumb. Not think and be stupid. Think and grow rich. That's not a bad title. And along with the Bible, that was one of the books that changed my life. And he said, you have to see it. And then you have to think it. It's almost like an obsession. And then you'll eventually achieve it. Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. It's like $10. What did you pick up? And thanks for having it. What'd you pick up?
For me would be breaking bad habits of staying on task. I mean, I'm not selling, but for what I do. And I usually write down my list for what to do at the beginning of the day, but I'm going to try to do it the day before. So it's already there.
You're going to do it.
I'm going to.
That's right.
I will today.
Let me share.
I'm starting that today.
Well, that's good because tomorrow will never be here today. And too many people, what they do is they pray for strength for tomorrow. No, you need your strength today. Today is enough for all of us. And so bring all your strength and put it into where you're at right now. Now means no opportunity wasted. Okay? Tomorrow's worries will be there. We'll figure that out tomorrow. Now, a lot of people say, well, you got to look ahead. You might be looking so far ahead that you miss what's going on right now. One of the richest men in the world at one time was Andrew Carnegie. Let me get ready to close here. And so he, U.S. deal, he brought in a production expert. And he said, we're not doing enough around here. Now, here's a guy that made $100 million, laid the tracks across the United States. And he said to the production expert, he said, I want you to figure out what we need. Now, you can imagine, it would be like having a conversation with Bill Gates, Warren Buffett. You're not going to have a lot of time there. You better know what you're going to say. And he said, well, what we need to do is reorganize, your stop. He said, listen. He said, our problem is we know what to do. Our problem is we're not doing it. So tell me, and I'll pay you all the money if you can figure it out. And he said, take out a sheet of paper. And he said, write out the 5 productive activities that you need to do tomorrow. And don't go to 2, but you cross off 1. Make that your habit. The rest, can it be that simple? It isn't. Life is simple. Everybody's just looking for something else to either cloud it up. People are thinking technology isn't the answer. I love all these people saying, well, the technology is. Shut up. We had hi-fi back in my day. So you have Wi-Fi. Wow. We had walkie-talkie. Well, we have cellulars. Don't worry. All it's done is gotten a little bit better. It's still a belly-to-belly position or job. We're selling people. People are buying our feelings, our emotion, our love, and our care. That's what people want, isn't it? Love, respect, and care, and hope, and faith, and all. That's what you're selling. You're selling dreams. They're selling people sitting around their barbecue at night having a glass of wine, or having a steak, or taking the kids out going camping, or singing songs around the fireplace. That's what you're selling when you sell second homes. You're selling memories. And you've seen it. How many homes have you people walked into and seen the pictures up on the wall? Right? And the people come in like this. Wow. Well, why are they selling? And for the most time, what is it? Well, there was a death or something changed. Okay. What did you pick up?
For me, probably time and attitude. Juggling my time between kids and husband and practice and all that kind of thing. Sometimes I run out of time at the end of the day, and then I have a bad attitude in the evening, and I have to rebound and stop. So,
well, put God in your family first. The rest comes after that. So it's a juggle, man.
oh.
It's a real juggle. This is the way it is. Don't get your priorities messed up. What was yours?
We should get him to lick the walls. I forget. Here's the master bedroom. Here's the sitting.
Yeah.
Here's the.
Yeah,
I like the benefits. You said benefits and features. We're not
Yeah,
selling
I
the
like that.
things. Those are what you forget because they've done it for so long, and you just get. Get them to lick. I thought that was perfect.
Yeah.
Rust never sleeps, and it works 24 hours a day. And it wants to rust your skills, your confidence, your ability, your habits, your attitude, your energy, your enthusiasm, and your faith. And it starts really slow. You never see rust take a big part of a car out. I'm from Canada. There's lots of bad cars there. It just starts with a nick. And then most people are in denial and they say, oh, it's not going to get any. And then next year you're like, ugh. What did you pick up?
Basically getting out of the rut, coming in and doing the same thing over and over, but not getting the results. So being more focused.
What's your name?
Um,
Well, what excites you? Do you really know?
Her grandbaby.
But I mean, you know what? Listen, because you need lady, you need a trigger in your life. You need something. You need something that you can focus on, that just puts you in an emotional state that you can't be stopped, and you're having a struggle getting in that state. And so you have to figure out, what is it? Is it something at home? Is it something you do? Is it working out? Is it something you hear? Is it something you say, something you read? Or is it something you're watching? Because you have to have triggers that emotionally charge you up. But there's also triggers that bring you down. And so you have to find out, what's my trigger? I can tell you mine. It's sunrises and sunsets. Man, I was up at 6 a.m. doing WebExes, and Cindy and I were driving down to the resort because I got such a big mouth. I can't do these things at home on my computer because I'll wake everybody up. And as we're driving past the lake on the left-hand side, when you can finally see it on North Bay, I saw those colors, and I looked at my wife and I said, "Whoa." I go, we should get up early. And we should run to the rim tomorrow morning and hope and pray there's another sunrise just like it. I love those colors. And then I have other triggers, whether it's music or video. I don't watch TV. I can't watch CNN because that stands for Cable Negative Network. I already know there's murders, rapes, and killings and crimes and all that kind of. So I don't care about ISIS. I don't care about the turmoil over there. I missed the whole Ferguson thing. I missed it all because I don't watch it. I've already been a victim. I don't want to be another victim of negative energy. So I'm very fussy. If you watch me, and you've seen me around town before, I rarely talk to anybody.